What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Indians live stream. And today I will be recapping the series, and then I'll be previewing the White Sox series. Now, with the Phillies series now over, as is same goes for our home schedule. Yeah. The Indians' home schedule, 81 games now complete. And it is very possible we may not be back at Progressive Field until next year. And for those wondering about what's going on with the playoff standings, well, the Indians are in a very good spot right now. They're not that far out of the wild card. It's looking like that's how we're going to get into this sucker, as we are the only other team, aside from the Rays and the A's, of course, who's still alive for a wild card berth, as Boston was just recently eliminated. Texas, the Angels, White Sox, and all of them, they've been eliminated for a little while. And the Indians have got to win as many games as possible and hope that the Rays and maybe even the A's lose. Now, the Rays do play today, though. They play the Red Sox tonight. So that's big. Boston helps us out, and they win tonight or today, whatever. We will be ahead of them by a half a game. And, of course, we have Chicago coming up. And Oakland faces the Angels. Now, for those also wondering about the Minnesota Twins, they have Detroit. Now, in case you're also wondering, who would the Twins face off against if the playoffs started today? By a mere, 6 points in the percentage category, the Twins would face the Astros. I mean, I know Tito and company were not going to win every single freaking AL Central title, but I think it would have been sick to win 4 straight. But hey, 3 straight's awesome. What the heck happened? Jalen Ramsey is actually sick. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Oh, whatever. It's going to get tense up here now. It's going to get real intense here. We have 6 games left. We need to – I'm not even going to really be confident right now because this team is so inconsistent right now. We win 2 games, we lose 4. We just got to keep winning. The way I see it, if we can get up by around 2 games, maybe 2.5, I think we'll be good. Because that'll give us a little bit of wiggle room. But until then, who knows what's going to happen? Tampa, they're getting their guys back. And, I mean, we're still in striking distance against Oakland. I just don't know if Oakland's actually going to lose. They have been phenomenal the past couple weeks. So, hopefully, maybe Oakland, runs out of gas here and they fall apart and we strike when at the last possible second. And maybe we boot Tampa Bay or Oakland out of the playoffs. Because right now it's one of those 3 teams. It's one of those 3. No Boston. That's crazy though, man. Boston. They went from World Series champs to eliminated in a year. Wow. And the winner of the wild card will actually face the Yankees. How fitting would that be if we played the Yankees and if we make the playoffs, win the wild card, and then face the Yankees? That would be great, right? But I'm not going to count my chickens right now. Got 6 very tough games coming up. Now, in the NL, this is where it gets interesting. Looking at the National League, there's actually four teams who are still alive for the wild card. Washington and Milwaukee are currently occupying those two spots. And here's the tricky part. Philadelphia plays Washington tonight. Pretty much Washington wins. I think that pretty much eliminates Philly. Arizona plays St. Louis tonight. Obviously, if Washington wins, they're done. Then you got the Mets. They're 4.5 out. Magic number is 3. Same goes for the Cubs. Mets play Miami. Cubs play Pittsburgh. They play tomorrow, by the way. Yeah, Cubs play tomorrow. Interesting. It looks like Washington might actually survive. Imagine that, though. Phillies fans at the beginning of the year, when they got Bryce, they were saying, yeah, man, we're going to make the playoffs. Washington sucks. Like, who would have thought Washington would lose Bryce Harper and make the playoffs while the Phillies get Bryce Harper and they miss the playoffs? That's crazy. I know Nats fans would be talking a lot of crap about that, especially if they win the wild card game. But the way it's looking, I think Washington and Milwaukee are not safe, but they're looking good. Cubs and Mets are magic number is 3. Yeah, for both teams. And then, of course, Arizona and Philly, they're gone. 6-game deficit for Philly, 6-game deficit for Arizona, 4.5 for the Mets, 4 games for the Cubs. I've seen crazier things happen, but I don't think those teams are going to slip in there. Now, if it comes down to Washington, Milwaukee, the winner of that wild card game would get an all-expense paid trip to get their butts whooped, most likely, by the Dodgers. Then you'd have Atlanta and St. Louis. Ooh. Look at St. Louis out here. Just, wow. I mean, I remember when St. Louis it looked like they lost their magic. They fire their old manager, very historic, legendary manager. And was it La Russa or whatever? Bringing in some other dude as an intern. Cardinals get hot at the end of the year last year. They barely miss. They were just too little, too late. And this year, look at that. I mean, of course, the NL Central was too busy derping, so they were stumbling over each other. But hey, Cardinals took advantage. Looks like they're in the playoffs. They just need to clinch their division. And the magic number for their division, in case y'all were wondering, we'll see what magic numbers for each division. Of course, the West and East are both clinched. The only division left is our division, and the magic number for the Twins is 3. And they got Detroit. We got Chicago. Of course. We're 4 games out, too. So we would need the Twins to lose 4 straight. We need to win 3 straight or 4 straight. Or 5, actually, because, want to take the lead. But I don't think that's going to happen, honestly. I think we're going to be destined for a wild card berth. This team has just been so inconsistent. The NL West, of course, is clinched. It was just clinched a couple days ago. NL East, Braves, of course. Milwaukee is still technically in the race for the Central. The Cardinals, they're 3 games ahead. And then the Dodgers just clinched. So the Central in both divisions, both NL and AL, still up for grabs. So let's go through this series against the Phillies real quick. Bryce Harper is overrated. Oh, he did? I didn't see it. Wow. Not surprising. So let's take a look and see what went down with this Phillies series. Game 1, It was I'm gonna look up the pitching matchup here. But I mean, yeah, coming into this series, we pretty much took care of business again against the Tigers. What you're supposed to do. And we knew that we had to pretty much win the majority of our games to have a shot. And Bieber was very effective against Drew Smiley. And what do you know? Offense helps him out. And we get a big win to start off the series. Mercado got an RBI double. And then Puig got a single, scored a run. Then Doris singled. And then Santana singled, scoring another run. And then the Phillies actually did score. They scored on a Michael Franco double. And then Mercado put it away, essentially, with an RBI single. Now, Franco was actually a 2-run double. And at the time, it meant a lot because they cut the lead in half. The Mercado just added an insurance run, and we won by 3. Love to see that. Bieber improved to 15-7. Smiley falls to 4-7. Carrasco got his first save of the year. Love to see Carrasco getting saves. And then in terms of stat line, Smiley went 2 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, didn't even get a strikeout. Wow. Bieber went 7 1/3, 7 hits, 2 runs, 7 Ks. Wow, that's crazy. Smiley went 2 innings, did not record a single strikeout. In fact, he and then Vincent, who followed him up, came in there, got 3 Ks for 2 innings. And then everyone else barely went over an inning, if that. Parker and Hughes went 1 1/3. And then Morin and Suarez came in there. Morin went 1/3 of an inning. So essentially, he only got 1 out. And then Suarez went an inning. And that was it. Yep, that was it. After Bieber, it was Perez and then Carrasco. That's all we needed. That's all we needed. So, yeah, great start to a series. Now, in typical Indians fashion, like I've seen so many times, the Indians would follow up a good outing from the whole team. The whole team looked good. I mean, of course, it's Bieber. What do you expect? But they follow that game up with a game in which they look like they had it won. And, of course, they freaking lose it. They let it slip away. Yep. And game, I'm going to go through the whole thing here in a second here once it pulls up. But yeah, Jason Vargas was on the mound for the Phillies. And of course, we make Jason Vargas look actually decent. We all know he's not that good, but yet we make him look good, like really good. And the reason why I'm pausing so much is because MLB.com is taking forever to freaking load. I'm just trying to stall, low key. Looking at the plays as we lose 9-4 to the Phillies. Vargas got the win. He's 7-8. Oliver Perez took the loss. He's 2-4. Santana got a single. Franmil Reyes got a single. Hazley got a double. Scored a run. Then Oscar Mercado freaking homered. He's really caught fire recently. A 2-run homer, 4-1. Brad Miller homered, of course, freaking 4-2. And then Bryce Harper homered, a 3-run blast, 5-4. Jay Bruce homered, 6-4. And then freaking Brad Miller again, single. No, yeah, he homered, 7-4. Cesar Hernandez, single, 8-4. And then Harper sac fly, 9-4. So essentially, that was the Brad Miller revenge game. For those who don't remember, Brad Miller used to be an Indian for like the first month or month and a half while Kipnis and Lindor were out. And of course, we had Max Moroff and Eric Stamets. And then we got rid of him, and he's like, gee, the Indians must not like having good players. You really think you're a good player, Brad? No. We've done better. I mean, God, freaking Freeman comes in and he's almost done as much as you have, freaking Brad. But yeah, Indians, of course, do a stinker. They were winning this game convincingly, like I mentioned, but then a 4-1 fifth. When we blow it big. We blow it big. It's always those big innings too. It's not, like methodical, like slow methodical losses. It's just one straight up bam. Just one big boom. And of course, it just collapses. It's the way it is sometimes. But Plazak was on the mound. He went 4 and a third, 5 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, 3 Ks, and a homer. And then Vargas went 6 and 2/3, 5 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned, 8 Ks, 2 walks, and 1 earned run. Well, 1 home run, excuse me. Yeah. So it's the way it goes. Can't win them all, but we need to win as many games as possible. And the really sucky part was we lost, and then you look at the scoreboard, and then you get really mad because Minnesota lost. You had a chance to cut the lead to, 3 games? No. That was our chance, essentially. We had so many chances to catch the Twins. We actually did catch them for a little while, and now we reverted back to our, trash form. Honestly, now it's just get in the wild card and see what happens. We have Vargas is 7 and 8. Perez took the loss. He's 2 and 4. So with that, we now come into the final home game of the year. Possibly. Because, it's not guaranteed we're going to be playing at Progressive Field for the rest of the season, obviously. Playoffs, big old question mark. You're in a wild card game. You're probably going to be heading out to the Coliseum for that, unless freaking Oakland chokes on stuff, just falls and face first on a landmine or something and implodes or something. Trips on a freaking bug or something, and then you pass them up out of nowhere. I don't think you're going to, I don't think you're going to catch Oakland. But I've seen crazier things happen. As long as that magic number isn't 0 yet, anything can happen. I just don't think it will. I don't think we're going to catch Minnesota unless they, again, fall flat on their face. But Minnesota's been playing good ball, whereas we've been derping for the most part. And so moving into the final home game of the year, Indians try to at least take the series and then get ready for Chicago tomorrow. So we had Adam Plutko on the mound. And the way Plutko has been pitching, he's been actually not trash for the most part. He isn't all-star worthy. He's good, especially when the offense helps him out like they did last night. And of course, this game is going on during the football game, so I really couldn't, talk much about it. But liked what I saw or what I heard from the squad. I mean, going through the scoring, Miyamoto got him started, top of the third with a double, scoring a run. Bottom of the fourth, Mike Freeman grounded into a force, tied the game. Then, of course, Oscar Mercado again, freaking my rookie of the year candidate right there. Freaking 3-run blast, 4-1 Indians. And then Lindor singled and a run, so it's 5-1. Then Puig doubled, scoring 3. He cleared the bases. The bases were loaded. He was that close again to a grand slam, just off the wall. He cleared the bases with a 3-run double. And then Franmil Reyes was being a good friend and hit a ding-dong, something that he almost did. He hit a ding-dong and brought home Puig. 2-run shot. That was it. Later, that's all the scoring. That's all. That's it. Love to see that. But in terms of pitching, Carrasco got a win. He's 6-7. Velasquez took the loss. He is 7-8. Now, looking at the stat line for the pitching. By the way, yeah, the Phillies had 1 run, 5 hits, 3 errors. Oh, my God. 3 errors? Oof. Oof. For the Indians, Plutko went 4 in the third, 4 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 3 Ks. Velasquez 4 and 2/3, 5 hits, 4 runs, 6 Ks, 1 homer. That's it. That's it. But what else do you really expect from Plutko? You know, he's been decent when he's not, throwing meatballs. But he's been all right. He's been all right. Not gonna rip on him, especially when the offense is helping him out, like I said. But anyways, yeah, gotta keep winning. Pressure's on now. So with that, now we hit the road tomorrow in Chicago for 3 games. We got 6 games. Breaking news. Oh, high ankle sprain for Barkley. Oof. 8 weeks to recover. Oof, that sucks. Like I said, I think the mess said something last night about, well, there goes their offense. Oof. Yeah, there goes their offense right there. That sucks. I think Antonio Callaway had the high ankle sprain. I remember Corey Coleman, I think, had one too. No, I'm sorry, that wasn't Corey. He had the broken hands. That was Myles Garrett. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. But, yeah, let's take a look now at this series coming up against, I'm not going to say an epically garbage team in the White Sox, but they got some good talent. I just hope we don't freaking go in there sleepwalking because we're not going to make the playoffs at all if we do that. Oh, yeah, by the way, Ned Yost is retiring as Royals manager. He's been there for a while. Won a World Series with them. I swear, the Royals have been, garbage, and yet he never really gets mad at anybody. I think the one time I really saw him get, absolutely pissed off was that game against the White Sox earlier this year when there was that brawl. You see them do bad, and he's just chilling. He's like, all right, we're cool. We got some youngsters on this squad. We're good. He understands his team sucks. But wow, what a fall from grace for Kansas City, though, man. A few years ago, they were literally one of the best teams in the freaking MLB. And it's like the trap door just boom, and it opened, and they just fell down to the freaking depths into the basement. If we don't watch out, Indians, that could be us, but I don't think that will be us. If anything, we take a small fall, small little step down. If we get rid of Lindor and company. Honestly, it's just offseason is going to be really interesting, because I know the Dolans are not going to be happy with how this season went, but I mean, they pretty much asked for it. They asked for this when they didn't go out and sign really anybody. They went bargain bin shopping again. Wow. I can't wait for them to do that again next year. The worst part is, usually we could get away with it. But the Twins actually went out and went shopping. And they actually went out and signed some good players. And look what happened. Good job, Dolans. Wow. But anyways, while I'm waiting for this thing to load, let's see what's going on in the comments. Rex Ryan, Shredded Baker. Yep. Cubs have the least chance out of those teams to make the playoffs, but who knows? Harper is overrated. Cardinals will more than likely win the Central. Oh, yeah, unless they completely fall flat on their face on a landmine. I think the Cardinals got it. But hey, man, as long as there's games left in the season, you never know. What happened? Oh, never mind. That's something else. So, by the way, Julius Chaseen is on the mound against Blake Snell. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, trash. Freaking Tampa Bay plays Boston tonight. We need Boston to win. Ah, wow. Now, tomorrow, let's take a look. Turnbull against Odrizio. Yeah, Twins ain't losing that one. Although I've seen crazier things happen before. Then Boston goes to Texas. Okay. Then the Yankees play Tampa. Ooh, okay, that's right. Because that's another thing that just made me kind of mad. Red Sox had a chance to beat the Rays a couple days ago. Rays go and walk it off. Of course they do that. Of course. That's the way it is. But yeah, Yankees and Rays. It'll be Mike Clevenger against Hector Santiago. So that should be an interesting one. Clevenger is 12-3, 2.54 ERA, and 155 strikeouts. One loss since June, if I'm not mistaken, or July, when he came back. Hector Santiago is 1-1 with a 5.65 ERA and 29 strikeouts. All right. Looking to see who the A's play the Angels. Oh, Peters against Bailey. That should be a good one. And then looking at the 25th. This thing's just going to go slower and slower, isn't it? I don't have all day. I try to click on the next day and it's sending me like 3 days in advance. Like, no. There we go. All right. So, what would this be? Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. Game 2 of the White Sox series will feature, I'm going to guess, Savali. Let me find it here. Oh, Bieber. It'll be the Biebs against Ross Detweiler. Oh, yeah, okay. Wow. All right. The Biebs against Detweiler. 15-7. 15-7 for Bieber. 3.23 ERA, 252 strikeouts. Fantastic. Love to see that. It probably won't be really anywhere near 300, but he'll be really close. maybe like by like 40 Ks, he'll be close. Detweiler, 2-5, 6.98 ERA, 42 strikeouts, which means he's probably going to throw a no-hitter through 7 with the way the Indians have been with those kind of guys. And then looking at the final day, game 3 of the series, the final series against an AL opponent, let alone AL Central opponent. I'm pretty sure it'll be Savali against, I'm going to guess, Giolito. That's my prediction. Watch it be that. Oh, Savali against Dylan Cease. Okay. Well, at least we avoided Giolito. Savali will go 3-3, 182 ERA and 42 Ks. Impressive, considering he hasn't really had that many starts. Still a good amount though. I think in every single, he's at what, 9 starts? I think something like that. And in all of them, he has allowed around 2 or less runs. Good job. Keep it up. He's probably got maybe 1, possibly 2, 1 more outing left in him in the regular season with 7 games left or 6 games. So he has probably what 1 more rotation through, 1 more go through the rotation. This is probably the last really full go through the rotation. But yeah, Dylan Cease, 4-7, 5.79 ERA, 81 strikeouts. Essentially, I like our chances. You know what's funny? I'm looking at this thing for Felix Hernandez. Felix Hernandez, 1-7, 6.51 ERA, 54 Ks. They're playing the A's this time around, I think, next after they're done with their current series. The little description says the longtime Mariners icon will make his final start after 15 seasons in Seattle before hitting free agency. Hernandez hasn't won since his first start of the year. It is 0-3 with a 6.51 ERA. Wow, that's crazy. What a fall for him, bro. King Felix. Wow. But yeah, that is going to wrap up. Nothing else going on in the chat. So I'm gonna wrap this up here, and I will see you guys tomorrow for my Ravens preview with a little bit of trash talk in there. You already know. I'm going to talk a little crap about the Ratbirds. You already know how I feel about them. And, of course, I will also have my week 4 picks for the Stephen Rose tournament. So hope you guys tune in for that. But until then, I'm Crazy Dog 99. Let's go Tribe. And I'm out.